What's up, Open Studios? My name is Sullivan Fortner, and this is my 5 desert island tracks. What the hell is a desert island, though? Because I always thought that if there was a desert, that it meant there was no water. So there's an island around the desert. I don't know. It's an oasis. Okay, anyway. These are my deserted island tracks, I guess. All right, let's see. I'll start with probably one of the first records that I think I've ever heard. And this is the first track on this album. This is Take 6.
Gotta make this quick, gotta make it stick. Better begin, so listen up, won't you give it here to hear my hip communicate. So much to say, so little time. So I'm taking it slow. Only got about a minute, and I'm prepared. 15 seconds in it, and let's just say, so much to say, so little time. You can be attentive, don't be waiting, you can't get it right. The rule's not exemptive, but it is redemptive, a formula for ritualize. So much to say, so little time. Beautiful original. Eventualities change from infinity. We got that much time. And yet we have so much to say. 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 Meaning compliments upon you can treat together. Seize the meaning, you can see what I mean. Say what?
I think it's just absolutely brilliant. And like, for me, for this to be like my introduction to music, I'm really thankful for my mom, for playing this stuff when I was that small, because it was a good introduction to music in the ears, and this album was probably a really big influence in Solo Game. It was within that you have all of these different moments in the music. It takes you through different styles. You hear like different references of like classical music, and then there's like a chicken noise and all kinds of stuff. It's really, really, thinking back on it and then thinking back to Solo Game, I'm starting to see a few parallels. All right, so next up, let's see. Oh, I gotta go here. This is my aha moment in jazz, right here. Just perfect. Good Lord. Plays it again. The freedom of the melody, freedom within it. Goes back to that idea you play the melody. using the melody as a stabilizer. Get into the octaves. Implied double time. Just gangster, boy. Shout. Tag. Ending. Here's the signature. Brilliant. Just the whole thing is just Errol Garner. You know what I mean? You hear this and there's nobody else that does that. And the formula, the format, it's all laid out, it's all perfect, and he follows this throughout the whole entire recording. Play the melody with the octaves. Somewhere at the beginning of his solo, or maybe the first chorus, it'll be single notes. Halfway through here, when he got to the bridge, he went into the octaves, and then the shout chorus out. I love it because it's short. There's no fat in it at all. There's nothing in it that says, okay, that's not needed. Everything is meaning and a purpose. Dynamics are there. Groove and feeling is there. Implications of different types of rhythms and times and all kinds of stuff with this pulse of the left hand is just going. This is the first album that I ever heard that like really made me believe I could play jazz. Errol Garner's Concert by the Sea. I still get emotional thinking about this. You know, I wouldn't be playing this music if it wasn't for this album. Yeah. Up next, let's go here. Trills. It's dance. He's dancing through this. It's not. Trombones. He's not playing the piano. He's not. He's a conductor. Same thing again. Break away from it. It's remarkable to me, no matter how much I hear Tatum, the more I start to really hear that as much as people glorify in his technique, and he had unbelievable, probably some of the best facility that the piano's ever seen, the information that's happening in his left hand is the thing that sets him apart. It's one of the things that sets him apart. The other thing is his timing. Not just his time, but his timing. Like he know when to do something to kind of release some kind of load of density. And that's something that I feel like that I every time I hear him, it's like, damn, you need to figure out how to work on that, because he doesn't really, I get the impression when he plays, he doesn't really take himself too seriously, throwing stuff in there just because he can. And that type of freedom and that type of timing and that type of sense of groove and information is something that I always strive for when I play. He's the best. Oh, this is another one for me. I remember the first time I heard this, and it blew my mind, because I feel like all of the great classical composers had this type of movement. Purcell had "When I'm Laid in Earth," you know what I mean, and you know, it's basically the same movement, but this is Bach, however you say it. This is from the B minor Mass, Crucifixus. Bass notes don't change. it was funny. A couple weeks ago, I had dinner with Fred Hirsch, and we were talking about this particular piece. And incidentally enough, this is one of his uh, deserted island records, tracks, pieces of all time. It's the whole thing is amazing. Um, what I love about this piece is that it's the same bass line over and over and over again, but all of the stuff is happening on the top, and it takes you. It's like just the knowledge and understanding of the harmony and how it moves and how he was able to orchestrate through the voices. You know, you know, something that I think about whenever I'm playing counterpoint. Think about harmony, melodies stacked on top of each other, um, and bringing certain voices out, understanding, volume and dynamics and how that can really play a part in bringing certain voices out. Who's carrying the melody when where the it's still there. Even all of that stuff that's happening, the main idea never gets lost. It's it's a compositional lesson. It's an improvisation lesson. It's a harmonic lesson. And it's all from one idea that's based on absolutely nothing but a chromatic scale. And then back to the one. The whole time for the whole 3 minutes, and there's all of this stuff that's happening. Brilliant. Okay. Oh boy. This is probably one of the greatest pieces ever written. Just hands down. And I think this is probably one of the earliest, if not the earliest, recording of it. This is Thelonious Monk's Around Midnight. Space that's in the orchestration, and even in his playing. Horns out of tune. It's a nightmare, but it's excellent. I just don't think I know if it gets better than that. Really, it's just the rawness of it. It's it's not. I mean, of course, you can give. I mean, they're tighter recordings. They're recordings of this where there's the infamous intro and the outro. You know, which is the outro. The outro of this song, the way we know it, is also the bridge to Con Alma. We know that. There's all kinds of things that's in there that's taken from that. But for me, this recording really just it's something about it that's so pure. You could tell that there's something in it and it's real and it's honest. Even though there are probably some things in there that he probably would have done different. He definitely did differently later as far as orchestration and how he arranged the horns. I mean, he literally just did for the horn section. And like what kind of that's just by a lot of standards and a lot of cases that could be completely wrong and bare and sound corny, but it's pure, it's honest, it's real, and I want to kind of capture that in a lot of the things that I do. And this is the things that I love about all of these recordings is what they all share is a certain type of rawness in the music, and you can still even tell that while they're recording it, it's not about them being perfect, it's about them being honest. All right, thanks for listening. I hope you liked this. I want to know what your 5 Deserted Island songs are. Leave them in the comments.